Hey, it's John here from John Still Runs, and this is part 2 of video about whether it's better to use pace or heart rate as an indicator of effort in your Garmin daily suggested workout. So it's part 2. Last time I did 104 minutes at Beanie Forest, about 12:30 on a Saturday PM, of course, afternoon, and it's about 27-28 degrees. So here I am 6 days later, heading out to Beanie Forest, trying to keep everything the same, wearing my same clothes, got the same drinks, and just waving to somebody, next door neighbour, and got the same shoes. Don't go yet, there's a car coming. This is my Speed Cross 6s, Salomon. Love them as a trail shoe, absolutely adore them. They just fit me so well. So I'm going to use heart rate this time instead of pace. I'm going to compare the difference between the two and what's better for me and maybe for you. This time I'm going to use 125 beats per minute instead of 15 minute per kilometre pace, and in that run there was a couple of issues. One was my pace was too fast, so I was closer to 6 minute pace rather than 6:15, and that was probably reflected in my heart rate, which was about 15 beats more than the 125 that I'm going to be aiming for today. So if I can get 125 beats per minute average over 104 minutes on the same course, I'll be happy. Mind you, the suggested workout today was not this. It was 42 minutes at 6:15 pace, a base run. It's impossible to predict what it would be tomorrow because, as you know, it only comes out at midnight for you and for me. And today's was supposed to be 42 minutes, but instead I'm doing 104 minutes, so I suppose you could say it's not a suggested workout by Garmin. They obviously didn't think that I was ready for it. So anyway, this is all a bit of an experiment to see which is better, pace or heart rate. Let's get to the start of Beanie Forest. Just coming into the parking area for the forest. It'll be interesting to see if there's any cars there parked. Sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't. It looks like there's no cars today, so it looks like it's just me in the forest. Oh no, there's a truck, one truck, well, ute, and possibly walking a dog out here, who knows. Theoretically the park is closed to cars, but not to people. Just getting my drinks, let's get out and get this run going. Got satellites, so I'm ready to go. So using heart rate today as my indicator, going to try and keep 125. I'll keep you updated as I go along. The thing about heart rate is that using a heart rate monitor, in this case I'm using just the watch, the wrist, the optical light sensor, and not my chest band, the Pro, Garmin Heart Rate Pro. The reason I'm not using it is because it's broken. So doing the best I can with my watch. Optical light sensors are less reliable, but I've put my tightened up the wristband, but not too tight. And I'm just comparing it with itself from last week's run. Going to give a report every 10 minutes, just a quick 10-second clip. Actually 11 minutes in, and average heart rate 123, a bit high, getting too close to 125. Average pace 606 minutes per k. So we're at the 20-minute mark. My heart rate average is already 125. Average pace 607. What do we got? 30 minutes, just about 127 beats per minute average and 608 minutes per k. Well, the heart rate average has climbed to 129 beats per minute. This at the 40-minute mark, and my pace is averaging 608, so I'm still running a little too quickly. At the 50-minute mark now, doing my best to slow my pace down. 611 minute pace, heart rate 129 beats average per minute. Not finished yet, but just getting some water bottles from my car, and that fuel belt bottles. These in my pocket, and get going. What do we got? 612 average, 130 beats per minute. Well, I'm at the 70-minute mark, feeling quite good. My pulse average 130, so I'm holding at that, which is good, and I'm still averaging. So, going well. I'm already drawing some conclusions about what might be better, appropriate in different situations, pace or heart rate. Well, still holding at 130 beats per minute and 611 pace. So quite happy with that, and not far to go now. I'm up to 90 minutes, just about, and my average heart rate is 131 beats, gone up a beat, and my pace 611, same. Not far to go. Well, I've got 4 minutes to go at the 100-minute mark, and my pace is 611, heart rate's 131 beats per minute average. Well, just about done. 104 minutes, hour and 44, 10 seconds to go. Gonna stop then and walk back to the car like I did last time and have a look at the stats, make some conclusions. Well, as you could see from the stats up here, that this run was closer to the goals that Garmin put in place for the 104-minute run, and that was 125 beats per minute and a pace of 615. So today's run, I got the pace closer to that. It's a bit slower, and the heart rate substantially less than last week. So what does that mean? Well, I think it means that when I run with the focus on pace, I have a sort of a neuromuscular skeletal thing in my brain that tells me to go at that pace, at that speed. And that may be a little bit independent of my physiological fitness at the time. It's what my brain wants to do and what it's used to. And I guess as I get older, that pace is slowing, but it's still a little bit faster than what I want to achieve when I do a workout like this. So doing it by heart rate today, certainly my first conclusion is if you want to get close to the goals, then use heart rate, not pace. Secondly, I think with such a hot, it's only 28 degrees, 29, and somewhat hilly, and it's not huge hills, it throws out the Garmin predictions of pace and heart rate a bit. So if you want to get closer to that, no matter whether you use heart rate or pace, why don't you run on a flatter course in cooler circumstances, maybe in the morning, maybe around a river like we have in Dubbo, beautiful river. Mind you, this forest, it's quiet, peaceful, very few people. There you are, my two conclusions. What's better? Well, it really depends. I suppose pace is something a bit more natural to us. Heart rate is probably a little bit better for me health-wise if I can keep closer to the goals that Garmin suggest. And that is one of my major goals, health, for my heart and for every aspect, trying to avoid injury by not going too fast. See you next time.